Today on The Grid, it's Blind Photo Critique Day, where we give real-world critiques of our viewers' submitted images. Joining me, as always, is the man's man. He fries it up in a pan. He's not Lieutenant Dan. He has prints he wants to scan. He uses substances that should be banned. His customer service manager is Diane. He's a fan of Jim McMahon. He sold a nuke from Kyrgyzstan. It's the real Rocket Man, Erik Kuna. We have some awesome giveaways, and someone watching live today is going to win one, and that may be you, but it all starts in just 30 seconds.
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Well, welcome, everyone. Welcome to The Grid. It's Wednesday, 1 o'clock. We're here, and I got a haircut.
Look at that.
Anyway, hey, Mr. Kuna's here.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. K.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, it's going the same way it was right before we went on the air. Eric, nothing's changed in the 30 seconds.
We haven't talked too much.
No, we haven't.
We've been heads down on stuff, but...
Yeah, I was very busy when I got here. But anyway, we're glad. Good to see you, Mr. Kuna.
Yeah, great to see you.
Good to see all of you watching here. It is Blind Photo Critique Day. We've asked our viewers to send in images. We have a bunch of images to go through, so this is great. We are going to end on time today. Because at 2 o'clock today, I'm doing a different webinar. So, you know, you've heard us talk about Boris Effects, the awesome plugin. So the Boris Effects folks invited me to be on their webcast. They do a webcast every week. They invited me to be on, and they said, show some cool Photoshop stuff. And if you want, include some of the Boris Effects stuff that you do. So I'm going to be showing that today. And dude, there's some stuff. I have this one picture from North Carolina that I took years ago to workshop. And it's a pano, and you look at it, and it's like many shots from The Grid where you go, you know, you were there at the right time, and the light was good, but it's just missing that certain something, you know? I add that certain something in Boris Effects, and then all of a sudden you're like, you got to enter that in a competition. It's like, dude, wait till you see it. It's like,
I can't wait,
dude. It is a little effect that you end, and that's what I use Boris Effects for. It's a finishing move. Like I've done all this stuff. Like I'm not going to go in there and set my contrast. It will. Right? It does all that stuff, but I don't go there for that. I go there to throw that thing in there that makes you just go, what the heck?
Yeah, it's Boris FX.
FX. It's an effect generator.
Yes.
And
it's that stuff you can do in Photoshop, but it might take you all afternoon, or you could do it in like a few seconds.
There's stuff that you're not going to be able to do. But, I mean, it's crazy stuff. But anyway, like they show this stuff here, and it looks like it's making your pictures look better, and it does. They got all kinds of color stuff and all, but it's the other stuff that it does. Like the thing I do to that picture.
It's deep. That's what I remember talking to some people in the community about it. And they were asking questions, and that was the only where I said, you know what, the one thing Boris Effects versus other plugins, it's deep. It's one of those deep. You can do a lot with it.
So a buddy of mine bought it, and he was talking to me about like it has everything. And I said, so it's both a blessing and a curse.
Yes.
There's so much stuff in Boris. I said, look, here's what you got to do to enjoy this plugin. There's like 14 categories of things. So there's lenses, there's light effects, there's rays, there's atmospheric, whatever. There's all these different. That's not exact names, but. Go through each one.
Yeah, there's lens flare. There's a whole thing of lens flares.
I know, their lens flare stuff is amazing.
Amazing.
Go and mark your favorites. You got to put a favorite thing together.
Yes.
And just go there for a while because you can get overwhelmed because what they do, and I love this, when you click on an effect, they pick like an effect of the strength of like 50%. And so you can take it down or take it up, but it shows you thumbnails of it all. So it's like moving a slider for you. You can go, oh, that's a little too dark. Boom, that's it. You don't have to go to the parameters. You can, and I'm going to do it on this picture.
And that's what's crazy about it is that there's so many presets, but then there's a parameters tab, which basically you can adjust that preset however you want. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Anyways, the point being, after this webcast,
right after. So at 2 o'clock, I'm on a different set, and I'm doing my thing over there.
So we got to end.
If you watch my, I put it out on Twitter yesterday, and I'll do it again. In fact, I'll do it here in just a sec. I'm going to just retweet there. I'm going to jump over to Twitter. I'm going to go to the Twitter and the face page. No, I'm going to go to Twitter, and I'll put it out there. So let me just go to, because I think they're writing about it today, right? They're like, hey, this dude's on.
Yeah. This dude's on.
This dude's on. All right, and let me see if I can just retweet. Where am I? That's not me. They show a lot of cool stuff, too. Are you a video editor? No. Wait. Where did it go? Oh, God, they lost interest in me already. I haven't even done my thing yet. There we go.
Downhill.
All right. So here we go. Oh, I already retweeted it. Now I can't retweet it. I can't. Dang it. Well, maybe they'll send out another one. You never know. It could
you can't retweet a retweet?
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can retweet or retweet. It's like you've already done that, and you're like, oh, but all right. Anyway, but if you go there, they're going to show you. It's live today. So go to Boris Effects at Boris Effects is there, and their website's boriseffects.com. But anyway, that's coming up. So we're going to end on time today. What else?
Well, let's maybe get out the business out of the way.
Yes, I got something important. So listen, I got the greatest text today from Cheeky Nando. Mm-hmm. So first, I want to show you the picture that goes with it. Let me get the picture up full screen. Hold on. Get it bigger.
Oh, I think I know this.
You know this story, yes. Don't you?
I was there with Cheeky Nando when this picture was made. Like the original picture was made, not what you're going to show was made.
All right. So here's a picture of a very happy Cheeky Nando. And he bought a printer and he's making prints.
Yep.
And what happened to Cheeky Nando is what I've seen happen so many times is your prints start rolling out and you're just like, I'm in love. This is the great. How have I not been doing this? Like there's something about printing that is so powerful that it's.
Oh yeah.
We're looking at
tactile.
At pixels all the time.
It's you can feel it.
It's
you can
real.
touch it. It's real.
It's when your image is born.
Not digital,
right? And so I want to read you a quote that he sent me today. So you can take off the screen there. I want to read you a quote, and I asked him that if I could read it because it's from his text. And here's what he said. So he's going to be in the Kelby One community, and they're doing a community live where he's going to be. And this is what he says. He says, "Community live this week will be me telling everyone about my wonderful experience with printing. This must be like a virus that must spread across all photographers. I should have started years ago. I'm loving it. Thank you again." So he's thanking me for like encouraging people just in general to print because I'm always trying to do that. I got 3 prints. Okay, sounds like cheating, but it's not. I got 3 prints from Bay Photo this week. Big, beautiful prints. Now, that's still printing. You don't get any extra credit if you actually put it in your own printer. Right?
Yes.
The important thing isn't the device that it came out of. Is it your device or a Photolab's device? Because obviously some of the greatest photographers in history, all of their images went to a Photolab. It's not cheating. It's not bad. But I sent 3 images, real nice big images for the house, to Bay Photo. And man, I swear, everything, their customer service. And by the way, I leave the little checkbox on called color correct my photos.
Oh yeah, because they're going to do a better job than I could ever do.
If they see something wrong in my photo, I want them to fix it. I don't want to go, yeah, his color looks off, but what the heck, No.
Yeah.
So I always leave that checked on, and I've done that with MPix for years. I've done it with
they have
Photo.
their profiles, they have their printers, like they know what they're doing. I mean, and we've seen the operations, like they're in controlled lighting environments.
Oh yeah, their color stuff
with
is great.
RGB scales right there, and I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, and so I prep the images. It's all ready to go. Like what I send them is ready to go unless they see a problem. If they don't see a problem, then, well, no big deal. But if they see a problem, I don't want them to just go, too bad. Print it anyway, print. So anyway, but I'm glad Cheeky Nando's caught the bug.
And bring that picture up of Cheeky Nando again. It was one thing probably Nando doesn't know is the picture on the right. Well, actually, both of those pictures, I was standing very close to Cheeky Nando, maybe a few feet. But the one on the left, right there, that picture is actually illegal now. So he has a picture that you can't take anymore. So that bridge you cannot stand on anymore.
Really? Everybody was standing on. I was there. Okay.
We had that picture, and
so let me ask
you
this
can't
question.
take that anymore. They've made it illegal. They will actually give you a ticket.
Let me ask this question. Okay. I was standing beside you also at that same exact spot. Why is Cheeky Nando's picture so much better than mine? Do you notice I've never shown my picture from there? I've never shown it. It's never been seen.
Yeah.
Because mine doesn't look like Cheeky Nando's. His lighting is perfect. His composition is perfect. His is like great. Now, I will say this, Cheeky. If that was my print, I think that thing would have seen some sky replacement.
I would have hit that
with
some
sky
I was like,
replacement.
hey.
Hey, maybe
I actually know later on in the night, toward twilight, we had some texture in the sky that I probably would have switched it out. And I probably might have done that on my photo.
But still, his is way better than mine. But anyway,
Yes.
the big story is that one of the most influential people in our community, great award-winning photographer, is now been caught by the power of printing. Like, he's caught the printing bug, and you're going to see a lot of great stuff.
Very cool.
All right, so that's number one. Number two is, don't we have a conference coming up?
Yes, we got the iPhone conference.
Tell them about it, Eric. Tell them about the conference.
This is going to be all about how to shoot on your iPhone. It's an awesome camera. It's my favorite camera, and I know Scott, you use it all the time.
Sure. I wrote a book on it.
And in fact, that's one of the giveaways today. But yeah, you can come join us at the iPhone Photography Conference at the end of the month. We have a crazy lineup there. You got Russell Brown going to be teaching some how to do some low light night photography, creative stuff. We have Jefferson Graham teaching street photography with the iPhone. We got Tracy Sweeney doing kids and families, all over the place. So you can learn anything you want, everything you need to know about using your iPhone, not just the latest ones. It's all the way through, just anything kind of like modern operating system iPhone. That'll be what we'll be teaching.
Yeah, and also, you probably know somebody that is a serious iPhoneographer.
Correct,
like you might go, I don't really use an iPhone or whatever. I use it as my second camera or whatever. But I'm using it more and more. I use it more today than I ever have in my life. And I take shots that I look at it and I go, I can't believe this is coming out of a phone, right? I mean, I used to set up this whole big rig when I sell a guitar. I used to set up the studio and all these lights and all. I shoot it with my iPhone and I'm like, son of a gun, right? It's just
you start scratching your head. But at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Is it's just a tool, just like our DSLRs and mirrorless are a tool.
Yep.
But that's the whole thing. Like Scott's saying, if you've got any friends, family members. I know I've got a bunch of family members that recently have gone, hey, well, in fact, some of my relatives signed up for it. They actually paid for it. I didn't get them, but signed up for it because they're just like, hey, I really want to know how to use my iPhone. They see the shots that we're able to create with them, and they want to know how to use it. So
and we're going to have a huge turnout for this. The turnout is shockingly,
people are signing up like crazy.
Good.
We're really excited about that.
Yeah, we are very excited. All right.
So we got that.
Real quick, I got another thing. There was there was a quarterly update to Lightroom and Camera Raw.
Yes.
So I guess the big news
Photoshop.
And Photoshop. The big news is Lightroom got the super resolution.
Super zoom.
Super resolution. So you can take your photo that's from a 10 megapixel camera and make it a 40 megapixel camera. You can take your 24 megapixel image and make it a 100 megapixel image as if you took it with a 100 megapixel camera. It'll basically go up to 4 times the size.
Yes.
Pretty
and
crazy.
It works very well.
Also, they did some little tweaks to other tweaks, a lot of speed improvements, speed enhancements, things like that. Mm-hmm. They also added a set of premium presets. So, and what premium means is you're a subscriber to Lightroom, because you can go get Lightroom for free and just kind of use it on mobile.
Yeah, so you're talking about like, I guess you'd say the cloud or the CC.
Yeah, if you play if you pay for one of the plans, then
Not
you get
the classic.
Right. Yeah. So they got some photographers put together very nice premium plugins. Okay.
There you go.
What else? Was there anything else? Another photographer was robbed in San Francisco.
I sent that I couldn't believe that.
And
right
you're
after
talking
we talked about
it.
Like, this is at the next level, right?
Yeah, they got, how much gear was it? Like 70,000 or some ridiculous amount.
like a lot.
Hasselblad
it's over 50.
cameras.
Over 50.
Over 50. Yeah, Hasselblad cameras, all this equipment.
Yeah,
it's getting bad.
And they were out of the car for minutes. Went, grabbed the stuff, went to go do the shoot. By the time we got back, all the windows smashed out, all the camera gear gone.
Everything.
And they're in the daylight in a part where there's other people around and just,
Yep.
Of course, then I saw another video this week of a UPS driver getting beat up on the streets over a UPS package and getting hit by a car, and then they grabbed the packages and took off.
Wow.
And everybody's just driving by.
It's funky. But good news is neither Erik nor I will steal your stuff, or will we hit you.
Never.
So, unless you
But-
startle Erik at night when he's out at a Milky Way shoot, he hits you with his tripod. It's a lock. All right,
Yes.
we got to get going. Let's look at some images.
We do, but before we do, we got the giveaways, right? So we've got
Yes,
your
we have
iPhone book
giveaways.
we're going to be giving away today.
Yes.
We're also giving away the Boris Effects optics. If you want to win these, just go into the comments, leave us a comment, and tell us what you'd like to win. Also, Platypod is going to be giving away a discount to their store. If you want, it's 50% off anything in their store. Just comment that you'd like the discount, and you're entered to get that discount. And then that's about it. Hey, before we get to the critiques, though, I want you to critique 3 images that I shot, right?
Yes.
So I shot these recently in Tampa, so we've been getting down to the afternoon kind of summer storm season, I guess you'd call it. So I shot with 3 different lenses, right? So doing long exposures, right? So this was just something, I grabbed the camera, went down the street over to some mangroves, and I saw the cool clouds in the sky. This is a 10-minute exposure.
All right, can I critique it?
Yeah,
I love the simplicity of it.
cool.
It's just so simple.
Oh, I gotta move this.
Now, I'll tell you what I would do, though.
All right.
Take one of those trees and make it yellow.
Okay, yeah, I could.
Dude,
I could.
my eyes are drawn to that cloud in the middle.
Yes. And that's what I was going after, that
That
cloud.
to me is the focal point.
That cloud. And then, yeah, if you go to I just started working with different lenses, right?
Oh, that's nice.
So you got that cloud in the middle. And then let's go to the last one. Again, that. I really like the first one. That's my personal
Yep, I would
favorite.
go first one, second one,
And then,
then this one.
Yep. So, yeah.
But all nicely done. Nice long exposures, silky,
long
smooth water.
exposures.
You got nice movement in the clouds.
So the thing with it is I actually used 3 different lenses on one camera without interchanging them. So that's actually, those all 3 were shot with an iPhone. And no filter in front of it, no
iPhone
LND filter.
pictures.
That is a straight 3 iPhone photos with 3 different lenses, the wide angle, the telephoto, and the regular camera. And it's awesome because the one thing I'm realizing with the long exposures with the iPhone that really benefits 2 things. One, no color cast. Because I am not
Right.
putting an ND
You're not
filter
putting an
in
ND
front of
filter
my
in.
lens, I get no color cast. I can bring back a way more color that I saw without tinting or noising
Right.
up the image.
Yep.
The other thing, able to shoot raw there. And then also, the other thing is because of the technique of that long exposure, it is averaging out the noise. So it's really cleaning up the image. So I'm actually starting to like shooting long exposures on the iPhone better.
Interesting.
So I'm interested to see where this goes. And we'll be teaching about that at the end of the month at the conference too.
Oh, that's really, those are great. You would never know those were
Like
from.
if I didn't tell you, especially at this first one, like if I
Yeah,
didn't
the first
tell
one's-
you, like, Yeah,
that's
that's the Primo lens on the iPhone. That is the 1x standard lens. That is the Primo lens. Now, granted, these were all shot with my 11. This isn't the 12 either.
All right.
So there you go.
We're going to take a break. We need to take a break. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to be hitting some critiques. So stick around. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
For over 20 years, leading software developer Boris Effects has made its mark on the film and television industry. Now, our Academy and Emmy Award-winning visual effects tools are available for photographers. Welcome to Optics. Optics is a collection of 160 filters for Photoshop and Lightroom. Simply apply the effect and launch the interface. Optics features thousands of customizable and creative presets for photo editing and effects layering. The top tools include lens flares for cinematic looks, realistic night skies with star fields and moon generator, add lightning with on-screen interactive control. The Easy Mask tool creates masks with just a few clicks. Optics is available now as a plugin for Photoshop and Lightroom and includes the standalone application for macOS and Windows. Get Optics now for 25% off. Visit boriseffects.com, add Optics to your cart, and apply coupon code Kelby25.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Well, hello, everyone. We are back, and we're ready to start critiquing. Let's go. Here we go.
All right, so we're jumping into critiques now.
Here we go.
Rainbow.
C-Stacks. Oregon. Well, these are very nice.
They're nice, yeah.
They're nice. There's some post-processing issues. Did you see, for example, Mr. Kuna's photo had this as well?
You're talking around the rocks there.
Yeah, around the rocks, there's a white glow that should not be there. Now,
So
Mr. Kuna,
did
you had that in your trees in the long exposure.
Yeah.
So, Erik is going to do what I'm about to show you. Here's what we're going to do. Let's open this bad boy up in Photoshop. You may have heard of this program. That's not Photoshop. Why isn't it opening? Where's Photoshop? There's Photoshop. All right, here's what you need to do. Person who took these very nice photos, you need to fix this. Go get the rubber stamp tool, the clone stamp tool. Up in the bar up at top, change your mode to darken. Option click nearby in a nearby area. Hold on. I got to move over there, but it's not quite working. Here we go. So you're going to click in a nearby area. See that white glow, right? That should be clouds there. And you're going to go in and paint right along there. When you're in darken mode, it only affects those lighter pixels. So your glow goes away, and it doesn't accidentally erase the rock. So you have to go away. You got a big glow there. And that happens in post-processing. You put a lot of contrast or something or sharpening. There's a lot of things that can cause that glow to be exacerbated. $5 word, 6 points. Over here, too. Look at that. You got that glow. Get rid of that glow. You will see Mr. Kuna doing this evening to the trees in his long exposure shot.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I really didn't mess around with that too much.
All right, so anyway, they're nice shots. They're very nice. Nice clouds. I like the low angle. Good composition. Yeah. They're all good shots. I mean, they're all really good shots, and it's of a fairly. I think this one's my favorite.
Yeah, because like the last one, the other thing with the last one was like with the composite, it's like the rocks kind of got cut off there, like. That last rock, like, and I think you're going for the surfer, the kite surfer.
The kite surfer. I hate to say it, it looks out of place.
Yeah,
like
because I don't think you're close enough to really know what it is. Like you don't see strings.
At first I thought it was a bird, and then I'm trying to figure out what kind of bird. Then I saw the strings. Then it leads to a guy. It's just kind of a funky shot.
It's in that weird middle place where you're not telephoto enough to really make the kite surfer present.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of this shot, but it's still, I mean, it's technically all right. It's got the glow, little edge glow going on there. I like this one. You know what I like about this? You feel like you're right there. You feel the bigness of it.
It feels alive, yeah.
I mean, this one is a gimme. It's a rainbow, late in the day with birds on the beach. How are you not going to like it?
Yeah.
So that's that's okay. But this one I think is photographically and artistically far and away the best one. So I love what you're doing there, but it's all good. So it's all good. Okay. So let me grab another one. Let's see who we got next. Here we go. Let me say it first. Oh, now that's.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. This is so good.
You're good.
You're good. Just.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously
come around here no
graphical,
more.
like definitely has a graphical eye.
Yes,
you know?
what great graphic strength these images have.
Yeah, like
And-
the use of the space and
Oh,
that's what you love about long exposures, though. And then like there with
I love
color,
the peppers.
the color.
It's making me hungry.
Yeah.
No, but I love the color blend here is just so.
Yes, the color, and then because you still have the shadows and highlights on the peppers, I mean, it's great.
They still, these are so nicely done. These are just great. All of them great. I love it. I
that
particularly.
would definitely go in like a gallery.
Oh yeah, that's hanging in a gallery. That should be for sale. This one's nice as well. It's my least favorite of the three, but still nice. And I love this one. You can see that in a restaurant. Like that's one of those prints that you sell to a chain, to somebody selling fresh food. Like I could see this on the Chipotle wall, nicely framed as a square. Anyway, very nicely done. I don't know what to say except for keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, great.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to say? Erik, what are you going to say?
What are you gonna say?
What are you going to say? Uh-oh. And then there's these. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Erik?
Well, I mean, the last one you shot at the right time of day. It could have been good.
You know what it is? I have no idea what the story is on any of
No, like the first one, I think you were going for like street photography, like the moment and all, but it just kind of none of them really like kind of work for that, you know?
Yeah, there's
Like the middle one, I don't even know where to look. Like
Yeah, I don't even know what's
what
going on
I'm
here.
looking at or where to look. The last one, it's actually
like your-
a beautiful sunset.
your camera
that
accidentally fired as you were walking
just-
through the
yeah.
parking lot.
I mean, you've got like half like a wheelbarrow and a
Yeah, like
forklift or a
Now, are the exposures okay?
yeah,
Are they sharp?
yeah,
So it's not a technical problem. This is a vision problem.
yeah. That's a composition.
We want to
and
see
story.
something interesting. And we want to see shots that tell a story. And you could say, well, he's getting his hair cut. That's a boring story. A lot of people get their hair cut. Now, I have seen some pictures of people getting haircuts in really unique settings that are really, really neat. This isn't a pretty or unique. And you know what else ruins this shot? That the guy's smirking or smiling. That's what ruins it. He knows you're taking the picture. It just kills the shot. It's not nearly close enough.
Now, don't you? Well, we could go into. There probably was something there, but
Yeah, I don't know what
I mean,
to say.
these are borderline on that snapshot.
Yeah, they're really kind of like I was walking by and this one looks like your camera fired accidentally. Like I was walking through the parking lot and it just whoops, I took a picture. And maybe you're looking. See, you're looking. Maybe this is just me guessing. You're looking over there at the fair.
Yes, that's what I'm
And
seeing.
you
Like
see
this
a
corner.
nice sky and cool lights. And
And
you're
you're seeing the
ignoring
motion of the rides and
right. You're
yeah.
ignoring that I'm seeing a bunch of construction and awful stuff. And you could say, well, I'm trying to show the juxtaposition from this construction, and that's not working. You got some work to
I
do.
mean, that
here,
was a moment that
Bunky,
you were
sorry.
there and you were out there, and
Yeah,
there it was.
We got some work to do there. You know what it is? It's definitely a vision problem. You need to be looking at the work of other photographers and see what they're doing in whatever genre you're trying to capture. These are all obviously taken at the fair. You need to go to Instagram and find photographers that do amusement park and fair stuff. Start following them, or just do a search on Google for amusement park photography, and you're going to go, oh, okay, I get it. So that's where you're at. That's your next step. It's not learn camera technique. Mm-hmm. All right, let's look at these. Gosh, these are so well
like
done.
it.
These
I
are
like it.
First off, it's a sucker bet because Star Wars. We love Star
Yeah.
Wars, but so the
Oh,
first
but
one's obviously a Lego.
The lighting, like, yeah.
How do
you're
you
doing
make these sets and stuff? Like, look
Yeah.
at this. Do you think it's got to be a model? I mean, like a toy
Well,
model?
it's probably a model and then some Photoshop. But again,
Well done, though.
I'm thinking, yeah, you've lit something. I mean, you've lit it very well. And
Oh, come on. These are great. Dude,
Yeah.
that looks like a still from the movie.
yes, that definitely does.
And he's doing force stuff, which is very scary.
Yeah,
These are phenomenal.
I just love that.
Now,
like, toy
the Lego
photography.
thing is done surprisingly well for a Lego. Like, I love the moons and like the background and all that is very, very well done.
Oh yeah, you even added the backlight from the suns casting the shadow of
On his-
Boris Effects
Yeah,
on
I'm telling
the
you.
sand. I mean, you've gone and you've done it, and
Is
then
that
you can
Boba or
see how
Jin?
you've lit it with the highlights.
Yeah, this is just these are phenomenal. You should be selling these. I don't know. Can you sell? I guess you could sell them. I don't know what the rights are.
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
But I'm telling you, these are.
Yeah, I mean, you
these
definitely
are,
could
This
sell,
one
like,
and this
as
one, they
far
look
as
like
art,
stills
yeah.
from a movie. So
Yes.
well done. And this is great too. I don't want to take anything away from this. It's just a different genre.
Wow.
Wow. Just yay. Yay you. All right, let's move on. What else we got here? Here we go. So these aren't bad.
Yeah.
They're one of them is really good. I think the center one is very good.
Yeah.
Good pose and nice light and nice retouching and everything. That's just a very nice shot. You know what it is? Like, I'm seeing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're seeing you got telephone
Poles
half
and
a
houses
building,
and stuff.
another
And,
half
like,
of a building.
if you can get me the seaplane and the lake and that, like, in there, something. Can I get in there? Hang on. Now, with this, it's going to be pixelated and stuff.
Yeah, but what you're saying, if you can get past the
what I'm saying
distracting,
is there's a shot in there.
if you can get past the distracting stuff,
Like, there's a shot somewhere in there. That is a much more interesting shot.
Yep.
But you were at the right place, and now you got clouds in it and stuff, and you'd
With
have to
just not
work
the right
that. That was a
framing
very
and-
quick crop, but I'm
Yeah,
trying
and
to
then
keep
you're gonna have to
most of
clean
that
up, like
junk
take
out
out
of
some of
there.
those telephone poles.
Yeah, you got to get rid of
and-
that stuff because we see all of that stuff, and I know that you're looking at there's a seaplane over a beautiful still lake, but there's all this junk around it that's kind of killing it. So, but I like what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do, and you're on the right track. Here you got that's done. This one, I love what you're trying to do with the reflection. I don't like seeing all those houses. It kills the romance and timelessness and mood of the shot. It looks like this is an ad for those homes.
Yeah, and you've put some kind of like radial.
And it's crooked.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
Well, yeah, you can just tell what the house is. The house is like they're just leaning over.
And then I would. I'm trying to think, how can I get rid of those houses? You can get rid of most of them, but you can't get rid of all of them. This would have been a great opportunity for you to shoot with a longer lens. 50 millimeter lens is not a flattering by any means. I would switch your lens. Get to a 70 to 200. Those houses in the background are out of focus. She's still in focus. The reflection's still in focus. So you're doing so many things right. There are so many things that are very, very close. You're almost there.
Yeah, you could have. That's where you could. I just don't know the scenario though. You could have gone back and then moved her closer to the puddle and got more of the reflection. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have gotten lower. I mean, you're
Yeah.
pretty low, but still, it's. Do you see? We can see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, no,
and you're going down the
and
right
that's,
path.
That's when you said like that one shot where it's just snapshots. Like there is vision there. Like in
Yep.
that shot, you can tell. You can
Yep.
definitely tell you've got a vision for it. It's just kind of rounding it out.
One more, and then we'll take a break. Let's see what we got here. Well, these are trash.
Yeah.
These are awful.
Oh, please.
No, these are beautiful.
Oh, please.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful. These are great.
I love that one.
Yes, I agree. I like them all.
I love snow.
You know what I
though.
don't like in all three of them? The white balance.
Yeah.
The white balance is a little too cold in all
Cool.
of them. For example, if the underside of this animal, I'm not sure what it is. Is that a barracuda? No.
I think it's an elephant.
I'm going to warm it up. We need to get that to white. But look how much better that looks.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm seeing in all of your photos is a bias towards blue. That's making the photos not look. These are great photos. So this is just a post-processing critique, because your stuff is great. So don't.
Yeah, I mean, you're capturing
and
the
look,
moments.
you got all the room
peak
in front
moments.
for the animal to run.
Yeah, I mean, peak
You got
moments of action, good composition.
All of your stuff is good, but I think if you go through here, all three of these have that blue color cast. Same thing here. And what I do in these situations is I'm looking at the white and trying to get the white to be not bluish. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes it just looks better warmer. But
and then you can take some of the green tint out of that too.
You can just drop this a little and maybe move towards magenta just to get rid of that like greenish tint.
Yep. There you go.
I just think color-wise, yeah, woo!
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying about that blue?
Yeah,
and you don't see that blue.
Warmed it up and then took the blue and that tint away.
Yeah. You want to get your colors, because you know what here's what it comes down to. If your color isn't right, it's wrong. Right? So there's a lot of rights and wrongs in there, but you know what I mean. But man, that little white balance difference took these shots up a notch. Same thing with the owl.
So
the owl, do you notice the blue back here? Do you guys see that blue? Mm-hmm. You can't go too far because you don't want the snow to look yellow, because you know what that means. Maybe right there.
Yeah, it's not much.
You could go in and just target the blues. You could go to the color mixer, get the hit saturation, and grab this tool over here, the targeted adjustment tool. Click right where that blue is. Did you notice? Did you see that when I clicked on it, the color that comes up is blue?
Yeah, I mean, it knew.
Well, it just took it out. But look, it's blue.
Yeah.
And just desaturate the blues. And
yeah,
then,
so it's picking up and knows.
Look at that. Come on.
Yeah, it's picking up and it knows that that's got a blue tint to it, or blue.
Outside of that,
cast.
that's all I do. These are great pictures. You
Yeah.
got a great eye for wildlife photography. So thank you for sending those in.
Yeah.
And we are going to take a short break. When we come back, more love here on The Grid.
Hi, my name is Rami, and I have a brand new class for you on Kelby 1. And this time it's going to be about panoramas, specifically handheld panoramas. Sometimes to show the entire scene, making a panorama is the only way that you can convey the beauty of the place. You're going to know exactly what I did from start to finish, how to take the photograph, how to overlap it, how to stitch it, what your settings should be, and last but not least, how to edit and bring that photograph back to life. So this is what we're going to be talking about, and this is what we're going to be doing. Not only that, I'm going to give you all the files that I have taken so you can actually follow along. By the end of this class, you are going to be able to go out there and take those epic, massive panoramas and bring them to life just like I did over here. Come and join me on my latest class exclusively on kelby1.com.
I'm Jefferson Graham. I'm a Los Angeles writer-photographer, a former USA Today tech columnist, and I've got a great new class for you on Kelby 1.
I'll show you where all the best spots are to get your iconic LA shots so you won't be scrambling to find them when you get here. We'll cover epic travel and street photography, awesome sunsets, do some time lapses and panoramas, and I'll show you how to get amazing photos of the city that, of course, gave birth to the motion picture industry. Then we'll look up at the amazing palm trees of Beverly Hills 90210, catch the top spots for the LA skyline, movie locations, a killer freeway shot, and of course, we'll be ending at the beach for what I hope will be a memorable sunset.
Ready to get started? We're in LA, the birthplace of the movies, so you know what they say. Action!
Hi, I'm Maribel, and I'm so proud to bring to you my first Kelby 1 class. I'm going to help you make your images really stand out. How? By using everyday materials in a creative way. We're also going to discuss how I tap into my creative team, leaning into friends, family, and other creatives to help you bring your vision to life. That'll open up floodgates of other possibilities for you. I'm going to teach you how you can create a really couture Hollywood avant-garde dress that's not necessarily bought, but created at home, yet has the same visual impact as a really expensive Hollywood gown. It's all about teamwork. Guys, we're not going to just take a photo, we're making a photo. If you want to learn how to make creative portraits out of everyday material, come watch my class at kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Hey, we're back. Erik's here. You want to give some shout outs real quick, Mr. K?
Yeah, definitely. So let's see what we got here. Cheeky Nando, obviously saying hi, everyone. Hey,
Cheeky Nando.
Glenn saying hi from a gloomy Calgary. Got Kevin Scott saying hello from beautiful Wisconsin. Mariana Lunford saying hi from London, England. We got Lenworth Johnson saying hey. Hey, Lenworth. And Karen saying hi from Lake Point, Utah. Rich Johnson saying hi. He's doing Force stuff, quote of the day. There you go. All right, and then people were asking about the webcast. We're going to be looking for that link, and we'll add it in the chat. So for the webcast after this. So there we go. All and while we're on the break, I was fixing that little bit of glow that I had.
Did you fix your glow?
I think I did. So he doesn't even have my computer anymore.
Hey, I'm going to follow up on what we just did. We just did a white balance fix that fixed the images. I look at this next one. Please tell me you're seeing the blue in here that looks. You know what it is about blue? It makes people look bad, right? It's like on
yeah. I mean, we want to be blue is like gloomy and
it's death.
Down and
if
sad,
someone's dead, they make their skin
like
bluish.
that, when it's overcast and rainy, it's blue and
Come
gloomy.
on, you guys got to get on this. Let's warm this up.
That's why we like sunsets, because they're all red and orange and glowy.
All right, look.
What we don't like, though, is green too.
Yeah, well, especially with flesh tones and stuff.
Yes. We don't want blue tints or green tints, because
this is it's a nice photo taken in a nice place,
yes.
And their faces aren't in the sun. But I would not only would I fix the white balance a bit, and they could probably use a little magenta too. There we go. All right, I would go in with the brush, add a 1/3 of a stop, so like a 0.3 on her face. Right there. Because it's about the mom, right? Or mom to be. Which is a nice picture. I don't know if it needs to go as low as it did and as high as it does. Like, I don't know if I wouldn't bring this down a little bit and bring this up a little bit. Because this is an intimate picture. It's a, I think I might go in, maybe not that tight, but, and you probably want to keep that railing, some of it up there, I know. So the location, but there's a much better photo inside the photo that you took.
Yeah.
There, just brightening her face. I do that a lot, the 1/3 stop.
Yeah, it's what you talked about last one. It's a great photo. It's just processing, especially color
and it's
tint.
all of the ones in this series. Some are more blue than others. And the blue happens if you shoot an auto white balance, which most people do, and you go in the shade and it makes everybody blue. So that's a just technical thing, but it doesn't mean you have to stick with it. There you go. And maybe a tad of magenta. And again, this ugly tree and all this stuff up here, I don't know if you need to see all that. Any reason why ugly tree is in there? This is about the two of them in a nice, soft, out of focus background. There you go.
Much better.
And look at the color. Look at how much blue there was in the one on the left.
Blue and green.
Yeah. Blue, they're blue. I'm not going to fix it. They're blue. But there is, I think you're overshooting the scene if you're trying to. So I know you want to capture the environment, right? And I get that. But you're not shooting wide enough to be an environmental portrait. It's like you're stuck in this, I'm not as tight as I should be, and I'm not as wide as I should be. I'm in that no man's land in the middle.
You're in that 24 to 70.
Yeah, I'm in the 24 to 70.
That's why no portrait photographer likes, they don't want to camp out in that range.
Yeah, you're camped out in that bad area. You need to go in tight, or here, I got to fix this. Let's fix their color first. And this is really about them looking at each other. It's not about the trees. And the trees should be more out of focus anyway, but there's a better photo in there. Pull back some of those highlights overall on her. And, of course this is cropped, but look how blue that was. Blue. All right. So you know what to do.
All right.
You know what to do. David is asking what's the command I'm using to get the before and after view. Hold on. in Lightroom it's Y. Oh, I'm not hitting a keyboard command. I think it's, hold on.
It's just natural.
I'm hitting this button down here. It is Q. I just don't use Camera Raw enough.
Yeah.
I'm a Lightroom guy. So it's Q. So you hit Q and it splits it. And then Q and it takes it back. But you got to kind of toggle all the way through because Camera Raw is kind of stupid. All right. Well, compared to Lightroom. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. As Erik would say. There you go. All right. Let's take a look at these. Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Now, these are very nicely photographed and over-retouched to death. You have over-retouched. Look at that skin tone. Is this person plastic?
But that is porcelain. Come on.
No, this is gone. This is way too far.
This looks so good. I mean,
way too far.
Skin?
No, seriously. Okay, let's just say
it's just too far. You have no life left. There's no pores. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's not good. It's too far. So let's just say that you've gone to, now they would argue that there is some pores. They've obviously used some kind of a frequency separation, but look, your amp is at 10. Your amp needs to be at 7. Turn down, you're killing the rest of the band. Turn it down you need to turn down your processing by 30%. Easy. Just back it off. Just put it all on a layer. When you're done retouching, put it all on a layer above the background. Look at that. Yeah, it's you gotta fix this. All right. So nice pictures, nice photography. You got that stuff down. This one looks a little underlit, like there's too much light coming from below.
Yeah, you could definitely tell too with the catch light and where it is in her eye.
Catch light isn't as high as it should be.
Yeah, it should be up, and it's actually down below the midpoint.
You're underlighting her a little bit, which is, or maybe it's a bright reflector under her, or a second.
But it needs to be above. Usually that catch light would be on the upper half.
This one's nice, and if I might actually know this model. I think this was shot in New York. So if you're out there and you're watching this, let me know. Because I did a photo walk in New York, and they provided me with a great model. I think it's her.
Now, these photos, though, I mean,
they're really good.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's just, and I think that's the best tip there is
fix that
pulling back the post.
Pull back the post. All right, we just got time for a couple more. Hey, we're going to take a real short one. We're going to take a super short break. When we come back, I bet you're going to like the next one. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Jeff Leinbach here. I'm bringing you a new class. I had so much fun doing what to shoot when there's nothing to shoot here on Kelby 1 that I decided to expand it, give you what to shoot too. So in this class, there's more places to shoot, more ideas, more photo helps, more self-assignments. We're going to show you ways to work a scene, to get something that's extraordinary from an ordinary image. We're also going to show you that the world's happening all around you, 360 degrees. Things are happening above you, below you, beside you, in front of you, behind you. You need to look in all directions to capture good photographs because they're everywhere. We're going to show you ways to bring more life into your images by simply just twisting your camera a little bit. We call it being tilted. It's okay to be tilted once in a while if you're going to get more dynamic images from it. It's all about more. So just to give you more ideas to motivate you to get out and photograph. Join me on my latest class at kelby1.com.
Would you believe us if we told you that you could fit studio lighting in your pocket? Well, Lytra has made it possible. Lytra is a global award-winning brand that designs and manufactures professional-grade camera lights that are compact, rugged, and waterproof. Whether you're using Lytra gear in a photo studio or underwater, Lytra's mission is to provide content creators with flexible and unlimited lighting tools that can mount on any camera, anywhere. Their lights come with a high CRI or color rendering index, making them some of the most color accurate lights in the industry. Due to the light's compact and rugged design, photographers are able to use the lights in ways that their studio lighting never could. Lytra has also made multiple lighting accessories available to fit your every need as a creator. Whether you're shooting portraits, nailing a product shot, or even flying your drone, they have got you covered. Lytra enables photographers and filmmakers to focus on their craft and create something beautiful. What will you create?
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Make sure you don't miss any episodes of The Grid by subscribing to Apple's podcast app or iTunes. It's free, and we even have a special audio-only version too. So sign up today.
Hey, everybody. We're back. Let's zoom right in. I bet you like these. These are really, let me get it working here. There we go.
Oh, nice.
See?
Yeah.
That's 3 yeahs.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are beautiful macro.
Yeah, great light.
Close-up stuff with a,
Great
look at they got like
color.
a daisy behind it.
This is so cool.
These are really nicely done. I don't even know what to tell you, but keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah, whatever
and
you're
there's
doing.
no problem with
whatever
your white
you're doing,
balance.
do more of it.
No problem with it. Just keep doing that.
Just do that.
You're rocking it.
Awesome.
So, keep rocking. Hold on. I want to. Nope.
So somebody, while you're looking there, David Scott's asking when will the next blind photo critique be? It's usually 4 weeks from now. So
yeah, we usually do it about once a month around the same time. All right, let's take a look here. What you have here is a cloud photographer. Man, would these make stunning sky replacements? Drop one of these into Cheeky Not No Shot.
Yes.
These are all about the sky. The subject is the sky. So let's not even, you've minimized the foreground, but you have one. So you've minimized the foreground. You're showing really, really great skies. But I look at these and all I can think is they're sky replacement shots.
Yeah, because it's just the sky.
No, people like
okay.
shots of the sky,
Yeah.
right? Just like they like lighthouses and stuff like that. I mean, shots of cats.
Yeah, bugs.
Yeah. Ugh.
Dead trees.
Anyway, dead trees.
Railroad tracks.
I like that one. That's my favorite. That's just a really cool looking formation, and they're good, but it's very hard to judge them. They're all nice cloud shots, and if you stay at the beach for a week, you'll get some good cloud shots. Wide angle lens, and you've minimized the foreground. Looks like they're like Daytona. No, not Daytona.
I think they're at the beach.
Yeah, it's a Florida beach. They're very nice. All right, we're gonna look at one more. Here we go, because I got to get over to this webcast here.
Oh, nice.
That's really nice, isn't it?
I love it.
You know what's nice about this? It's an architectural shot, but that person there and the way it leads your eye there, that's really nicely done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful. I love the atmospheric fog and all. And it's got some nice light rays. They're very subtle. This one's my least favorite of the three, but still nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all nice. They're all nice. They're all well done. All right.
Yeah.
I got to bounce out of here because literally the other webcast starts in 4 minutes. Eric, do we ever find out where the other webcast is?
Oh, we were supposed to be looking for that. It's over at Boris Effects.
All right. Is that at their website, boriseffects.com?
No, let me go see.
.com. While he's doing that,
Boris Effects.
The person that won the ability to buy anything at Platypod at 50% off is Karen Berner Mitchell. So Karen, you get to go and you can just go watch it at Boris Effects, right?
Yeah, it's boriseffects.com/live stream. I've got it up on my.
Oh, okay, live stream. Well, if you go to their site,
if you go to my screen here, it's boriseffects.com.
All right, iPhone book that we're giving away goes to David R. and the Boris Effects plugin goes to Keith Ibsen. So drop us an email to gridprize@kelby1.com.
Yeah, gridprize@kelby1.com.
We'll verify you and your information. We'll get you a thing.
And there's the shot without any of the.
You get the Boris Effects Optics plugin, which is the one I'm going to be showing.
There you
go. Look, the glow's gone.
I toned down.
He toned down the glow.
There you go.
It's much better.
I love that. 10 minutes on an iPhone. You can't beat it.
And Kevin Scott's asking, how do you do a 10-minute exposure on the iPhone?
So there's a bunch of different apps you can use for long exposures.
You talk. I got to go. You can go as long as you want. By the way.
No.
I got to go someplace else.
You could.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Yep.
Got to go. Thank you guys. Take care.
But to answer Kevin's question, you can do it with there's just apps. So and actually, I'm experimenting with an app right now, working through some bugs with it. So, but it's very, really promising, and there's tons of apps that you can do long exposure with it. This one is unique in that it can push really long times. So, be curious to see where it goes. But anyways, join Scott over on the webcast over at boriseffects.com/live stream. He'll be over there. And then, like we said, 4 weeks from now, we'll be doing blind critiques again. So look out for that. Just follow us over on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere on social. Or just if you're a Kelby One member, it'll be in the community. So, and we will see you guys next week back here on the grid.